Bit there. Did you know? You didn't know where you were going,
No,
though.
not at the time.
Not at the time.
No.
And what about your company commander? Did they talk to you at all about where you were
They
at?
ain't gonna tell you nothing.
They're not gonna. They know, but they're not gonna tell you anything.
They know, but they're not gonna tell you nothing.
Now, when you get to what is St. Vith like? What when you describe
It was
St.
really
Vith?
not much of anything. If you looked at paper, the German houses, you know how they built.
Yes.
And there were a few of them like big barns around,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody trying to find a place to get warm. Everybody trying to find a place to keep warm.
What's going on why are you there? I think I know why you're there, but tell us why you're sent to St. Vith. What's going on in your mind?
It's hard to say what's on your mind. Things are so confused.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of confusion going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you really don't know. That's when the thing started. The Germans attacked us, I guess, on about the 6th night, the 16th.
How many days had you been there before the Germans attacked?
Oh, just 2-3 days, a couple of days.
What were you doing in those 2 to 3 days before the Germans attacked?
Warm.
Just trying to stay warm. What was the rest of the were you there were you setting up a defensive line?
They set the kitchen up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not in the kitchen now.
Right.
But I helped them anyway because they give you something to do.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mind helping out.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Where were you when the Germans attacked? Describe that. What was happening?
I was asleep.
What time of day was it?
Oh, nighttime.
It was nighttime?
Oh, yeah.
How did this all come about?
Tanks come rolling down the road.
Now tell me, before the tanks come rolling down the road, where had you been aware that the Germans the line was fairly close to you?
They told us, you know.
You know.
You hear them coming.
You heard them coming.
Yeah.
Even
and then artillery fire. You knew you were close by.
To artillery fire, was it their artillery fire or yours?
And theirs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now you know that they're coming.
Yeah.
And what was your first reaction? Tell me about waking up or what you woke. You awoke.
Well, you're already awake. You're just trying to stay warm.
You're just trying to stay warm.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you fall out and you get in your company. Your squads. You got a squad.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but they took us out of the kitchen, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Take your rifle and you go into battle.
You're going into battle. Describe that for me. What's happening now? You hear the tanks that are coming. What's going on in your mind? What are they ordering you to do?
They would do it like tonight, and it seemed like they would back off.
Uh-huh.
The Germans.
Uh-huh.
To see what's going to happen. So we'd kind of backed off, and then the next night they'd come again. They were just feeling you out, more or less. See what kind of outfit you had. I'm sure they knew, but they did it a funny way.
Then backing off.
This went off and on for a couple of days, and on the 19th, can you excuse the saying, all hell broke loose.
Mm-hmm.
And they really came after us.
Tell me about the 19th. Now, when you're describing this going on for a couple of days, are you able to sleep it off?
Very little.
Very little. What are you doing during those couple of days? Where are you?
Oh, just wherever you can, like young people are.
Yeah.
Moving from place to place and talking and.
Yeah.
Right, never what's going to happen to us, how this is going to work out, how this is going to work out.
How it's going to work out. Where about you carrying your weapon with you?
Oh, yeah.
All the time, I imagine.
You'll never leave that nowhere.
And what weapon was it?
M1 rifle.
Your M1 rifle. And you're moving along. Is it along the front line there of where you're?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Germans let you know where they were there.
How would they do that?
Firing, shooting.
What would they shoot? What would they shoot?
Well, their best weapon, of course, was an 88.
Mm-hmm.
Mounted on tanks.
Mm-hmm.
They were the most accurate gun I think ever been made.
Tell me about it.
Well, you didn't get a chance to do much with it because if you fired, say you fired a bazooka, or a mortar.
Yeah.
If you fire with 3 rounds, they got you.
They got you sighted.
And you gone, they're gonna hit you. You fire about 3 rounds and pick it up and run.
Now, how did you know that? How did you know? Did they train you to do that, or has this? How did you?
Instinct.
Instinct.
Yeah. We found out quick.
Okay. And
you get a few guys killed.
Yeah.
You know how it happened.
Right.
You learn quick.
Right. Right, and at this point, are you firing any mortars yourself back
I'm
to
not.
them? You're just with your M1.
I've got my M1.
You got your M1. Are you able to see the Germans from where you were at?
You can see them on the other side of the mountain, up on the mountain.
Up on the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now the weather description again. It's cold.
It's cold.
It's okay.
It's 0 weather.
Oh my God, it's 0. What are you wearing?
ODs at a time.
ODs. Do you have gloves?
No. No gloves. I had some socks.
Yeah.
I had an extra pair of socks. I used that for gloves.
Uh-huh.
That was the best thing I could have had. At least it kept my hands halfway warm.
Did it help much?
Yeah, the gloves have to go quite a bit.
You actually used some socks then to help keep
Yeah,
your hands
some socks
warm.
I had, yeah.
Gloves, socks to keep your hands warm. What happened on the 19th of December?
Well, I'd have to draw you a map. The Germans surrounded us, really.
How did that happen? Do you know?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I don't.
When did you realize that you were surrounded by the Germans?
When they come right at you.
How are they coming right at you?
Shooting and running. And the tank's right behind them.
Shooting and running.
Oh, yeah.
And now is this the infantry that's shooting and
Yeah,
running that's
right.
coming at you?
Yeah,
Where are you when they're shooting and running and coming at you? Where are you
I'm
physically?
looking right at them and shooting back.
You're you're shooting back.
Yeah, right.
Where are you? Do you have a foxhole?
St. Vith.
You're in St. Vith. Do you have a place? Do you have cover?
They took it away from us,
Uh-huh.
you know, and they took it away from us,
Uh-huh.
you know, and the next night we took it back from them.
When they took it away from you, where did you go? Did your company?
The Germans, they backed off.
They backed off.
Yeah.
Where did you go when they
I
took?
didn't go anywhere.
Did you
Just
move?
stayed right there.
Did you move back away from where you had
No,
been?
we just waited because we figured they had us cut off,
Okay.
and they did. That's what happened to us.
This is like December. This is December 19th.
Right.
They managed to surround your.
Right.
What companies? What divisions did they surround? Who did they surround?
The 422nd to 424th got away, got out.
Okay.
And the 23rd, which is my battalion, that's the one that got caught.
4th to 23rd Battalion.
Well, what happened to a lot of it, we ran out of ammunition. That didn't help at all.
Yeah.
And the weather was so bad they couldn't drop nothing. Airplanes couldn't drop nothing.
When you describe the Germans as coming back and forth, when they're coming at your guys, you also backed off.
Oh, yeah.
Describe that process to me of backing off. What do? You physically pick up your stuff and go?
You pick up everything, move back.
Move back.
Yeah.
Now, are they firing at you at this time?
Yeah.
Now, how are you managing to keep out of the line?
Do the best you can.
You do the best you can, right? You do the best you can.
That's right.
Now, what are they firing at you? Are they?
Like our M1s mostly.
Their versions.
And they had a Tommy gun they use a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What we call a Tommy gun.
Mm-hmm.
They call it they call it a burp gun, that's what it was.
Oh,
You ever heard of that?
I've heard of that
Burp
because
gun.
of the sound it would make.
It would go. That's 16
Yeah.
bullets that fast.
Yeah.
And that's why they were firing back at us.
Yeah. What did you do? So you drop back and then you would come back.
Right.
Okay. The battalion would come back up to the front.
Right.
All right. So now, are you firing your weapon, Mr. Grantham?
Yeah, you got to get organized again once you back up.
Once you back up,
You're scattered everywhere, and then you got to get together and get organized again.
is they giving you any time? Is the pressure constant from the Germans at this point?
No, they back up.
They back up.
Yeah.
There's time off, and then you're sort of.
I don't think they knew they had a green outfit. You know, all of us just completely rookies.
I heard. Okay.
And I don't think they realized that at the time.
Uh-huh.
But I think afterwards, a couple of days, they realized they were up against a bunch of rookies and they could take them. And they did. They took us. The other two companies backed off. The two battalions backed off and got away.
Do you know how it is that the other two, the 22nd and the 24th, managed to back away, but you didn't?
Well, they had us on a long front.
Yeah.
In other words, we was trying to cover a 25-mile front
Yeah.
with one division.
Wow.
And usually, that whole outfit there, 5 miles is one division,
Not 20.
not 25 miles. But we trying to cover 25, and the action is supposed to just cover 5.
Yeah.
That makes a difference. And the Germans knew this, I think.
they're coming through, and your battalion is caught. Describe what you're seeing as the Germans are coming across.
You haven't got a whole lot of time to look.
All right.
You're shooting and running.
You're shooting and running. Where are you when you're running? Does that mean you're retreating?
Yeah.
Or trying to retreat?
Get behind a tree or get in a foxhole. Yeah. That's the best. You get in a foxhole.
You get in a foxhole. Had you dug your own foxholes?
Well, everybody's been digging them. You just get somebody else you don't want to. They would put it out foxhole.
I know. Describe the foxhole for me. How does the foxhole help you?
But it's good protection.
Okay.
You know, and it's what I would say. You want a way to get out. Stay in to get in that foxhole.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you can get your gun up over the top of it and fire. Other than that, behind a tree or anything, you know, protection.
Now the weather again is still
cold.
Really cold.
Really cold, yeah.
Is it snowing?
It's snowing. It's snowing up to your knees.
It's snowing up to your knees.
And we're sleeping in it.
And you're sleeping in it.
Yeah.
Now, about how many days has it been since you're out there now, and it's just like this?
Our battle lasted only about 3 or 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we all got captured.
All right. So the Germans are coming into the St. Vith, and they've got you surrounded.
Yeah.
How do you know you're surrounded? What's that like? What do you know?
Well, somebody from the German army came down and saw a major or whoever they talked to.
Uh-huh.
And we realized that if we don't surrender, we're going to be killed.
Yeah. How was it that they kept coming, Mr. Grantham? You could see them coming?
Oh, yeah.
How close are they?
Oh, yeah. Like here across the street, you know.
They're across the street.
Yeah.
They're equivalent of across the street. And you're...
Well, a little farther, but it's in the woods.
They're in the woods.
Yeah.
Now, are you in a foxhole? Are you hiding behind
No,
trees?
trees.
And you guys are you're in wooded area
Yeah.
yourselves.
Well, he, more or less, the captains, you know, tell you, don't fire. Let's see what they're talking about.
All right.
So they told us to either surrender or be killed.
You had been firing your weapon yourself.
Yeah.
Describe that to me. What was that like from firing your weapon? Do you just...
It's not good to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is for me. I've never talked about it this way before.
Okay.
Not really.
You don't have to talk about that.
And, yeah, you've seen your buddies get killed, you know, and you shooting back and killing people that did nothing to you.
Yeah.
Really, that makes it pretty hard. When you're killing people that have done nothing to you at all.
Yes, sir.
And that makes a difference. To me, it does. Because I did shoot back. I had no choice. Either shoot back or be killed yourself. So I was lucky to get away, get out of it. But when they captured us, they pushed us up against a brick wall. A brick wall in Germany had a lot of brick hedges. Like.
Okay.
And I thought that was it.
Why?
I just had an idea.
You figured that was it for you?
For all of us.
Yeah.
But we done threw our weapons away. Tore them up. We didn't throw them away.
You did yourselves?
Oh yeah.
You destroyed your weapons.
Just the weapons. Destroy them, man.
Did your captain turn around and tell you that you were going to surrender?
Yeah.
How did he tell you that you were going to surrender?
He came right down the line and told you. Destroy your weapons.
Destroy your weapons?
We have no choice. We're out of ammunition, we're out of food.
Yeah.
We're out of everything.
Okay.
So we had no choice.
Okay. So this is all of the 423rd Battalion.
Right.
You're all caught. About how many of you were captured?
Oh, God. I'm sure some got away.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Went with the 424th, caught them.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know how many got captured. It was a lot.
Okay.
Because in one company, there's 180 men.
Okay.
And there's 4 companies to a battalion. So you figure, you know, a lot of people.
There are a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now when the Germans capture, I have a question for you. I know you've told me you have 2 Purple Hearts.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about